Wisconsin and Michigan. Michigan won, 126.5 the total. Live odds, sportsbookreview.com. Beeline doing it with smoke and mirrors again. No inside game at all for defense or rebounding. Look at this graphic. Michigan, Big Ten defense rebounding stats. Defense 12th. Effective field goal percentage, last in the conference. 2-point field goal percentage, last. 3-point field goal percentage, 13th. And on and on and on. I mean, this guy's an unbelievable coach that doesn't get enough credit, Teddy.
Well, and that's the whole point. Michigan's stats stink, all right? They haven't been able to play defense. Not against 2-point, not in 2-point range, not in 3-point range, not in the post, not on the perimeter. They don't block shots. They don't rebound well. They don't hit the offensive glass at all. Dead last in the conference. And yet, here's a team 16-9 overall, 6-6 in conference, and very much in contention to make another trip to the NCAA tournament. Yeah, this is a coach who doesn't get the credit that he deserves. The only coach that gets any hype in the state of Michigan is Tom Izzo, and Izzo's team isn't very good this year.
Yep, first meeting, Whiskey was laying 10.5. They won by 4. Michigan did not get beat up down low. They played even on the boards, and they also led by 6 with 6 minutes left. Wisconsin went on a 15-0 run and held on. Wisconsin was 14-24 from the free throw line. Beeline not happy with the officiating as 3 Wolverines fouled out, Teddy.
Yeah, he was freaked out. And Balin's not a freaked out kind of coach after the game. It's all confusing. Confusing. We lead the country in not fouling. It was confusing what happened. So we'll just let it go. Yeah, because Derek Walton, Mortis Wagner, and DJ Wilson all fouled out of that ballgame. And that's not something that Michigan does very often. But of course, sometimes you're playing in Madison. The whistles are going to go towards the home team. This meeting, of course, at Chrysler Arena in Ann Arbor. But, here's a Badgers team that we liked a lot on the highway earlier in the season. They opened strong. The experience factor was there for Wisconsin. Everybody on that, basically in the rotation, has playing experience, a senior-laden team. But they haven't gotten any better, Paulie, because maybe they're experienced, but they lack upside. 2-1 straight up, but 0-3 against the spread in the month of February, losing against the point spread by close to 35 points in those 3 games.
Yeah, Michigan already has a senior that found the second wind. Wisconsin could be running out of gas maybe. Derek Walton Jr., 5 straight games of at least 20 points, 23 points per game, 32 rebounds, and 25 assists. May have been as good as any player in the nation in that span. And Michigan on the bubble, big game there. Wisconsin's going to get in, but the game that the Wolverines need to have is they're on the bubble as well.
Well, I mean, with Wisconsin, you talk about how well Derek Walton Jr. has played. And for Wisconsin, their senior guard, Bronson Koning's been awful. He's got a calf injury. The last 5 games, he's shooting 25% from the field, 7-31 from 3-point range. The assistant coach, Howard Moore. I think he'll be fine. I think with the people we have here, they'll get him back on point. And everyone is banged up right now. You're looking around the country. As a senior, as a guy that's been around, there's always that second win a senior finds because of the urgency of the moment. You can see the finish line ahead. Walton's had it. Koenig hasn't of late, and that's a big difference between these two teams' recent point spread fortunes.
Heisman odds and some bookmaker odds on Kirk Cousins that we can go over coming up next on SportsBit. Betting Insight today on SBRPicks.com.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.